Welcome back. Functional Analysis FAV 024 by Professor Dr. A.G. Srinivasan. You will see the following chapters: definition of linear operator, several examples, theorem on range and null spaces, and inverse operator. Let us begin. Now, before I start doing that, let me recollect what is X and Y. X and Y are normed spaces. When you talked about normed spaces, T is a mapping from X to Y. T is a mapping from X to Y such that D of T represents the domain of T, R of T represents the range of T, N of T represents the null space of T. We will discuss null space of T little later in this video. So what is the domain of T? Is the range space of T. A domain of T, and the RT is the range space of T. So to avoid confusions, we will write T is a mapping from D of T to R. Sorry, D of T to Y. Okay. So D of T is the range space. Sorry, D of T is the domain of T. R of T is the range of T. Now T is a mapping from D of T to Y, where practically D of T is a subset of X, where X and Y are normed spaces. And you know, the normed spaces are basically vector spaces with a norm defined on that. That's the first point. So T is a mapping from D of T to Y. So let's go to the presentation and show this. A linear operator, T, is an operator such that, so what is T basically? T is basically from D of T to Y. Okay. Now the domain of T must be a vector space. The domain of T must be a vector space over a field. And you know, for any vector space, it defines over a field. So this domain of T must be a vector space. The range also must be a vector space over the same field as defined above. So T is a mapping from D of T to Y. The domain of T is a vector space over a field. The range of T is also a vector space over the same field. And then the third and very important axiom is that for all xy belongs to the domain and scale as alpha in that field you're talking about, T of x plus y is Tx plus Ty. T of alpha x equal to alpha into Tx. In functional analysis, if T is an operator, we don't write Tx, we write Tx. You all know that. So T of x plus y is equal to Tx plus Ty. T of alpha x is equal to alpha into Tx. So T is a mapping from D of T to Y such that the domain is a vector space. The range also is a vector space over the same field as the domain as a vector space. For all x comma y belongs to D of T, T of x plus y is T of x plus T of y. T of alpha x is equal to alpha into Tx. Let's take some interesting observations as I already mentioned. Number one, T is a map for a vector space x to another vector space, T to x to y. Of course, we have taken norm space, but for defining linear operator, it is enough to have a vector space. But we are going to discuss norm linear spaces in further discussions. So we have taken a normed space. But the definition of linear operator doesn't require the norm. It really requires the vector space. Okay. And we already saw that D of T is a subset of x, R of T is a subset of x, with the x and y of vector spaces, which are real or complex. So the field must be real or complex. And the star, what we have given, can be combined as T of alpha x plus beta y is alpha Tx plus beta y. Let me explain to this to you. So you are given that T of x plus y as an axiom is Tx plus Ty. You are given T of alpha x is equal to alpha times Tx. So if you're going to combine these two, we can write very well T of alpha x plus beta y. So if you take this is one element, this is another element like x plus y like. So by definition, this is going to be T of alpha x plus T of alpha y. But again, T of alpha is alpha Tx. This is alpha Tx plus beta Ty. So what we try to say is that these two can be combined as T of alpha x plus beta y is alpha Tx plus beta Ty. So that's what we try to explain. That's the third observation, that every alpha beta scalars for every x y belongs to x, T alpha x plus beta y is alpha Tx plus beta Ty. If we talk about vector space homomorphisms, this linear operator is also a homomorphism, so it preserves all the operations. But we are not going to discuss that here because by and large, we don't study vector spaces. We only study the non-linear spaces, although a non-linear space is also a vector space. Now, let's define a null space. We have just discussed some time back. If T is a linear operator, so let me explain that here. So what is X? X is a vector space. Y is a vector space. These two are vector spaces over a real field or a complex field. Okay. T is a mapping from X to Y, satisfying the linear operator definition. That is, the domain is going to be a vector space over a field. The range of T is also a vector space over the same field. And then T of alpha x plus beta y, T of alpha x plus beta y is equal to alpha Tx plus beta Ty. Now, what you do is you take all, so T is a linear operator. So assume that further T is a linear operator, right? Now, take all elements in the domain, take T of x is equal to 0. This 0 is this 0, no, I just change the color. This 0, is an element of the range space, okay? So Tx is equal to 0. So what is my null space? N of T is going to be all such section D of T such that T of x is equal to, Tx is equal to 0. Now, please remember when I write T0, what is this 0? This 0 is element of the domain. Where T0 or Tx equal to 0, this 0 is element of the range space. And of course, there is also what is called a 0x, which we'll discuss a little later. We'll discuss about that a little later. So this 0 is in domain, but this 0 is in R of T. They need not be same 0 in general. Okay, so we use same 0 notation, but they are not same 0 in general. So null space is that set of all x belongs to D of T such that Tx is equal to 0. This null space is also called as a kernel, but we don't use the word kernel in our syllabus. We only discuss null space in the discussion. We'll take some examples. Example 1, the identity operator, I told you already. So if you take I from x to x, which I of x is equal to x, you can check this I is a linear operator. Okay, you can check yourself because it's a vector. Of course, x is a vector space. It's a vector space. So therefore, the identity operator is a linear operator. You can check yourself. Of course, if it depends on x, we'll write ix instead of I of x is equal to x. Okay, but we avoid x because x is known, so I write ix equal to x. Similarly, zero operator, I told you just some time back. Zero operator from x to x defined by 0x equal to x. 0 is also a linear operator. Now here, this 0 is an operator. This 0 is a range of the vector space x. So just remember that. So examples are given, identity operator, the zero operator, they all comes under linear operators as such. And you take all polynomials, of any degree. T of xt, x of t is a polynomial defined on A to B. That means the null space is going to be from either from A up to between A and B. T of xt is equal to x dash of t is the definition I'm giving you, the differential operator, but x dash of t is the derivative of x with respect to t. You can yourself check that this T defines a vector space, a linear operator. So this T of xt equal to x dash of t is a linear operator. On the other hand, if you take the integral, the Riemann integral, T from set of all continuous function from A to B to continuous function A to B, which is single valued. C must be continuous, otherwise the integral is not defined. Integral is Riemann integrable. So T of xt is equal to 0 to t x of t dt. This is also a linear operator. And another function is T of xt is equal to t into x of t. X of t is a polynomial, is also a linear operator, a well-known example in the quantum theory. And one more example is T2 from, we call T2 of course, R3 to R, defined by the formula, the dot product or the cross product, sorry, as A1 alpha plus A2 alpha plus alpha A3 alpha 3 as T2x. For x is equal to A1 A2 A3 alpha 1 alpha 3 belongs to R. Okay, this is equal to A. Okay, then it's going to be again a linear operator. So this is very interesting examples. And take matrices. If A is a matrix, Y is equal to AX is also a linear operator, because you know the algebra basically is linear operators. You know that, so I'm not discussing that anymore. Okay. This is Professor Dr. A.G. Srinivasan. Thank you.